Okay, viewers, we appear to be... We appear to be back. We had a little bit of internet trouble there by the looks of it. It seems that perhaps we weren't broadcasting. And we've got two cameras set up, so I'll be switching from one camera to the other in terms of when they change the ends. Both cameras have been viewed from the same, pretty much the same position, but one will have a zoom lens on. So it looks like I should be switching now to camera 1 and see if that comes true. Sorry about that. I did switch to the second camera, and for some reason. So Shane Leonard bowling down now. You can't see it. I can see it for you, and it looks like he's been called out. He's got it. He's got the shot. Brought it over. He's made 2 out of that. I'm going to switch to camera 1. I just have to have a word to the cameraman that switching to camera 1 now. Sorry, nothing on there. Back to 2. Peter. Peter. Yeah. Camera 1's not working. Camera 1, that's camera 2. Camera 1's not working.
That's my camera, isn't it?
Then we'll push to work. You won't get a view. It's not there.
Camera 1's on. Your camera's on.
Close that. I do apologise, viewers, for the poor quality of the presentation. We seem to be in and out of camera problems and internet problems and the like. I can tell you there on that rink we're watching, you could see the Thomas Boulder's bowl there, took out the shot bowl of Shane Leonard, and now I believe he's sitting with shot. Next door to his bowl is the jack. It's probably, so I'm switching cameras. Right, here we go. Yep. So we've got a view of the head now, not quite. Hello, we won't get a view now if Ian Darcy moves. And hello, we've got a cameraman having a look at the window. Okay, so now you can see that Shano's been called, his bowl's been called, he gets it. Beautiful bowl there by Shane Leonard. Top quality, 2 shots. 2 bowls to come though. 1 more for Shane and 1 more for Thomas. So that's the quality of bowls. I wish we could be showing you a bit more of that, but we just seem to be having all our trouble with the cameras and people walking past the camera, and now we have someone, I think it's our cameraman actually, working with the camera. Now we've gone out of focus, we've come back into focus. Probably need to drop that down and across. Camera 1. Camera 1 come down and across. So I don't have an easy switch off for the mic. So it's just a little easy for me to talk to the cameraman. You can hear perhaps what the troubles I'm having. There's our cameraman heading to the camera, and we have now Thomas has managed to remove 1 bowl for the white stickers, but they are still holding 1 shot there, I believe. I think. Yep. Oh, down a bit. Right now, yep. Here's the last bowl of Shane Leonard coming in. They're calling for the bowl to run, but it won't. And that's 2 feet, or let's call it a yard short. One shot to Shane Leonard with the white stickered bowls. And now we head up to the other end. I'll tell you the score. The score is, that'll make the score 4-1 to Shane Leonard's triples after 4 ends. We're now switching cameras and hopefully we'll see the other end. Looks like a short end's been called for by Shane Leonard. John Leonard rolled it up to get somewhere near Nicholas Smith's feet. Centering it up now. You can see down there Thomas and in fact it's the Smith family. You can see Thomas on the left, Nicholas in the centre by the jack, and Dad Paul Smith. They're playing on opposite teams. Pretty sure about that, am I, or not? Yes, Paul and Thomas are playing on the same side, but Nicholas or Nicky Smith is playing with Shane Leonard and John Leonard. So. But that's the family up there. They don't seem to be too concerned that they're playing on opposite sides. That's the nature of bowls. Looks like the rain's coming down.
No respect for old people.
Not so heavy at the moment, but it will start affecting the bowling. The lighting is...
Yeah, exactly. My 2 soldiers.
Given that it's 7:20, so we've got a few hours, or a couple of hours, no, an hour and a half perhaps, of filming left.
Yeah. Oh look, he's got an umbrella.
I've got my... just closing the door. So that I just have to get up off my seat. Hopefully my...
I'm in O'Dwyer as well. What's going on? I'm following the live feed.
Right, we've got some peace and quiet for a little while, hopefully. John Leonard bowling his second bowl, I guess. Could be his third. Bowls it on his he's left-handed, so that would be his backhand. Rain is coming down. You probably see it on your screen. I wouldn't call it heavy, but at the same time I wouldn't call it too light. The raincoats are coming out. Some of the bowlers out there are wearing caps and others are not, so we'll soon see just how heavy this rain is. Yep, thanks. Right, so now Nicholas Smith to bowl his white stickered bowls. Bowling on his forehand. Looking well pointed to the jack, must get the jack, got the jack, kicked it out to the side, and I believe that's a white stickered bowl that's sitting with it, so he's white stickered. Actually, yes he is, he's white stickered. So white stickered bowls would be holding 2 up there. I think that green one is a red stickered bowl from Kevin Daly. Probably, more than likely, 3rd shot. He's got 2 up there, just beyond the white bowl of Nicholas Smith. There's a Kevin Daly bowl, red stickers. It looks like Paul Smith bowling. He's got a hood up, so it must be raining a little bit hard. He's wearing glasses, of course, so you want to protect, don't want to get those too wet, so you keep your vision good. He's ended up short of the jack. Good line, I would suggest. Now the finger went up from Shane Leonard, which indicates they're holding only the 1. Looks like 2 from here, but I must have the colours of my bowls wrong, or maybe Paul Smith is closer than that one of Nicholas Smith at the back. Nicholas Smith again on his backhand. Looking to get round bowls there, but he did last time, and You can see the bowl coming in now. It's going to be wooded. Probably not heavy enough to get broken through. It certainly wasn't heavy enough to break through. Probably wouldn't have made it on the draw either. Yeah. Looks like Paul Smith has dropped his bowl onto the mat. It's a bit of a trait that Paul can do sometimes. Somebody must be moving at the back of the rink. Looks like the umpire's come around to have a look at the head on the other rink. They're deciding whether a bowl is in or out by the looks, maybe. Let's have a look. There's some consternation up there that I can't see that is happening. Paul has picked up his bowl again. He looks like he's on the forehand. Red stickered bowl, off it goes. There's a lot of people in the vision, but you can see the head in terms of the camera. Yes, I can see it now. He's gone quite long. So the consternation you can see now, you can see the other jack on the where the ladies in white are stepping up to it. They've determined that the jack is in fact out on that rink. So that's why Paul would have stopped, dropped his bowl onto the mat and waited until things have sorted down. But he did in the end bowl. They've made that decision about in fact the jack must have been in. They've just recentered it. They've just brought it to the centre. It's quite difficult at times you're inside a little cabin with looking out a window. You're not close to the action. I've seen some of the commentated booths in the Australian YouTubes where they position the commentator team halfway up the rink, on the edge of the rink. That's when they're doing the competition ones, of course. So they probably have a good view of either end, plus the camera work view. Now Paul Smith, I thought he played with a bit of weight there, but you'll see his ball coming into the head soon. In fact, he hasn't played with weight, he's played with drawing weight. Kicks in Nicholas Smith's white bowl. It's easy for me to pick up. I know I've played against Nicholas several times, and I know he uses those white or those off-white greyish bowls, so I can identify those. And I know that John Leonard plays with a sort of a bluish, maybe a navy bluish bowl. Of course, when they start playing with blacks and browns, it becomes a little harder. Darker colours, of course, can look similar, so at a distance, 30 to 35 metres away. Shane Leonard's got the light coloured blue bowls, white stickers, and he's about to bowl. He's on his backhand, so you'll see that bowl come in soon. Looks just a draw here, trying to get round that head, not turning quick enough, stays out and goes beyond the jack by 3 or 4 metres. He shakes his head. I can see that perhaps on the normal speeded rink, that probably would have been a good ball close to the jack, but the green is running very, very well, and it's running quicker than it would normally run in a non-championship week. And the reason I say that is because during championship week it's likely that the greens are going to be mown every day, whereas it may be in both directions, but certainly during the season you'll probably find that the greens are mown Monday, Wednesday, Friday or something like that. So some clubs, I think, mow their greens every day. I think BlackRock has a system of probably mowing every day, or more frequently than the Monday, Wednesday, Friday anyway. So they're running reasonably quick. I can't tell you how quick they are. They're quick by Northern Hemisphere standards, or certainly by Dublin standards. Normally running at 10 to 12 seconds during the season. They're probably running at 14 seconds. I don't think they're up to 15. I'd be very surprised. I don't believe they are, but I haven't tested them. But speeds in this part of the world are nowhere near the quick speeds you'll get in the southern hemisphere, New Zealand and Australia in particular. But they do have those artificial greens. Those artificial greens I spoke about, 15 to 17 of them here in Dublin. They do run probably at the, let's say, 15 to 17 seconds speed. Earlingus and Trim or Meath might be quicker than that. They are quick greens, quick artificial greens. Yeah, Thomas gets a wick there, comes in. I don't know where that leaves. Yeah, probably come in for shot, did it? Or might be a bit short of that white bowl. They're having a look at it. Thomas has come up to have a look. Let's see, he gets a... No, there's a little bit of a hand clapping there, but only 4 ends played. We're half 7 and they would have started at half 6, so including the trial ends, I suppose that means 6 ends. They're on the 5th end, of course, but the true trial ends would have been up and down. Shane's gone through the head. He gets an indication from Nicholas that he might be 2 feet over. And I'll go back to the other scores for you while we're waiting for Shane to play. On that rink 6 that I've been watching, Crumlin and Black Rock, the score in favour of Crumlin is 7 to 6. So Black Rock on 6. They've played 6 ends. They've started their 7th. But on the other rink, they're playing a fours match there on the Black Rock Crumlin game, whereas on the triples game we're playing 3 bowls each. That's 9 bowls per team, as opposed to 8 bowls per team on the rinks. But there's 4 players on that, changing ends and all that. So the measuring now up there. A measure between the white bowl of Nicholas Smith and the red bowl of Thomas Smith. No indication, although Kevin Daly picks up the jack. He's playing with Thomas Smith and Paul Smith, so he picks up the jack, walks to get the mat. No, he walks to change the score. Score is now 2 to Kevin Daly, Thomas Smith, Paul Smith team. They've played 5 ends. Score is 4-2. So there's only one thing for certain, and I suppose I don't need to say it, but I'm going to say it anyway. It looks like Crumlin will take out that game. It's just a matter of which Crumlin team will do it. Certainly one way of guaranteeing your club to have one team in the final in that particular event. I suppose both teams, if they'd drawn other separate teams, then it would have been a case of whether they could win those games and have 2 Crumlin teams in the final, guaranteeing, of course, that one of them would win it. But this is the way it goes. We happen to I-earn 2, myself drawn against an I-earn team in 2 semi-finals, thus guaranteeing an I-earn team in the final. I was lucky enough to win one of those semi-finals with Helen Cummins, both against Dave Doyle and his team. We lost the other one, so I suppose Dave and I would be one apiece in terms of the semi-finals here at the ILB Championships for 2025. Right, I need to swap cameras. Apologies, we don't seem to have that other camera. I'll just confirm that with my cameraman. One's working here, but I need it down here, and that's not.
Okay.
But there's a battery here, isn't there? But sorry, I'm still on speaker.
So, okay, let's...
Apologies there. I had to go out and check with the cameraman. We have one camera working, the other one is not working, so I can't show you the head. So I think it'd be a good time. I'm going to transition over to the scores. You can have a look at the scores, and I'll work through the scores with you because they may not be up to date.
Put a time limit on it.
There's a timer on it. I know.
So transition to the scores. I think I told you the one between Blackrock and Crumlin, 7-6. 7 to Crumlin, 6 to Blackrock. That's on rink 6 as I look at it. You know the score on rink 5, the one we're televising when the cameras are working.
It's a second rink for isn't it?
On the next one down, so excuse my breath, we have Crumlin playing CYM, I think so, yes. On Crumlin CYM,
I think there must be a time limit on it.
the whites are 3, that's Crumlin, and CYM are on, if my eyes don't deceive me, 8. They've played 7 ends. What's that say? Is that? Yes, looks like that score's been updated.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
I'm looking at Dunleary there. So there's a game with Dunleary and Crumlin. Check the score there. Looks like it's 5 to Crumlin and 5 to Dunleary after 6. That's the beer. Hold on, I have to. Okay, we're back live, so I'll transition back. Yeah, you can see the jack there. We see the up to the shoulders of Shane Leonard and Thomas Smith. Shane on the left and Thomas on the right. You can't see the heads, I'm afraid. We're just focusing on the jack. We've got a bowl coming in now from Nicholas Smith, reaching up to the almost just going past Kevin Daly's bowl, the red stickered bowl, the green bowl of Kevin Daly. And another bowl just been done. I can't. It's a black bowl coming in from Paul Smith, red stickered, coming up to the jack, coming close enough to get a clap. A red stickered bowl. Just difficult to determine whether it's in fact holding, but I think it is. Nicholas Smith now with his white bowl, white sticker coming in. They're calling out hold. It cuts the jack. Unfortunately, cuts the jack back to Kevin Daly's bowl, the red stickered green bowl. That will be holding now, I believe, unless the distance between the two has been shortened. There's a red stickered bowl there too, so I can tell you that they're holding at least 2. I don't think that third red stickered bowl out to the right is closer than the white stickered bowl of Nicholas Smith, but here comes Paul Smith's next bowl. It's gone wide of the head, gone probably 1.5 yards to 2 yards behind. We haven't really seen any firing tonight, have we? And I thought there would be. But I suppose with the score 4-2, it's quite close as in a game. I thought it would be. It's a game. I've got my doubts about whether it will finish in daylight. Certainly the lights are going to be on by this time the game finishes. I think they'll come on about 9 o'clock, which will mean we'll lose coverage. Certainly, yes, we'll lose power. We'll lose power. That means coverage. It's a idiosyncrasy, I guess, of the cabin that I'm in terms of the fuses and how much load they can take and what happens when the heavy electricity drawing outdoor lights come on and demand the power that then means that the cameras and the computer and the black magic that I'm using here lose their power. and they're not battery operated as such. Now you can see the head has been covered there by, it looks like Stephen from Black Rock, Stephen Flynn. He's moved away now, so you can, oh no, we have another blockage there, unintentionally of course, because the camera's set off to the side. You always find that even in the coverages from down under. Hello, we've lost the camera. Switching now to camera 2, we can see Thomas Smith sizing up his last shot. Looks like he's got a toucher. Trying to get back to camera 1. It might go blank again. We'll just check it. I'll have to go out and see them. Yeah, unfortunately we don't have camera 1.
It's gone off again.
Camera 1's gone off. Yeah, okay. So now camera 1's gone off, so we're watching Shane Leonard. He follows his bowl down, eyes it up, stays where he is, sees it coming through nicely, hits the red coloured stickered bowls, knocked Kevin Daly's red stickered bowl out, but still leaves, I believe, 2 red stickered bowls. Red stickered bowls belonging to Kevin Daly, Thomas Smith and Paul Smith from Crumlin. Thomas Smith the bowl. Looks like the rain is still falling slightly. Be very soft if it is. Thomas Smith bowling, red bowl, red sticker. Coming into the head, coming up to the jack, looking very close, looking like he might move it, and he gets very, very close to it. That's got to be shot. Everybody's happy from the red stickered bowls. I would say they could be holding 4 here. I'd say they're definitely holding 3, but I'll go back to camera 1, see if it's been rectified. I'm afraid it hasn't. Well, you've missed that, and I almost missed it. Shane Leonard played a massive bowl. Up he came with his bowl, kicked it out, kicked the jack out, it sprung to the left. Gets a bit of chalk from Paul Smith from the opposition. Very good from Paul to do that, marked the bowl, but it has kicked out to the right as Thomas Smith will see it. That would guarantee at least, at best I can see, 2 shots to the red coloured bowls or the red stickered bowls. Potentially 3, because there is Kevin Daly's one out to the right as well. So Thomas takes another look at the head. He's on the forehand. I thought he was going to go wider than that, but the jack has gone out from the centre line by at least 1 metre, if not 2. Thomas comes a little overweighted. Line not too bad. 2 yards behind the jack, 1.5 yards at least. Just looking at that, I would say there's potential that the red stickered bowls might hold 3 shots with a measure for the 4th. So now Shane Smith dries the bowl, puts it in his right hand and aims it down the forehand, lets it go nicely. He looks like he's saying to it, slow down, slow down. His hands are going backwards and forwards. He's asking it to slow. Would possibly get cut down 2 shots out of that. So red sticker bowl definitely holding. Who gets second, we're about to find out. They're calling in the umpire. There's still a chance that the red stickered bowls are holding 2, if not 3 shots. Now, Paul Smith puts a chock. What's he do? I think he puts a chock. He was going to put a chock behind he was going to put a chock behind Kevin Daly's bowl that's leaning onto the red bowl, the red stickered bowl as well. No, looks like they've kicked. Not sure what happened there. I thought they'd called the umpire. Paul Smith did put possibly not a chock, but an object behind behind the shot bowl is to stop it from falling, I believe. Not sure. Shane Leonard seemed to think that wasn't a good thing to do, but that's only my observation of body language. But they seem to be chuckling about it now, so not sure what was happening there. I think they would have only got one out of that in the end, but I'd like to. So the red team have got 3 shots. They must have only got one out of that. So a good save by Shane. They're on 4. They played 6 ends. The Blackrock Crumlin match, the rinks, the Blackrock have gone. Crumlin have gone to 10. Blackrock are on 6 after 7 ends. Now, just trying to get a scoring on the other end. 6-8 on a CYM playing Crumlin in the ladies, or in the women. Oh, it's called the Robinson Cup. It's called the ILB Senior Fours Robinson Cup. I believe that's, yes, it's played. It's a rinks game or a fours game. And Crumlin are on 6. CYM on 8. We've got a close game on the next rink over. 5-6. I have to just determine it's a Crumlin team. I have to work out who they're playing. Crumlin team playing, looks like it might be Dunleary. Hold on now, hold on. It's just a little tricky to, it's a little tricky as to, it's rink 3. I don't have the numbers on the card here, who's playing who. I have to pick it up from the colours of the club. I see Danny Lochran is in there, so I'll pick it up from that name. So I'd say a Crumlin playing Dunleary. Crumlin and the white stickers, so they're on 5 and Dunleary on 6. That's a triples match. And way over, we have Noeline Kelly bowling there, I see. Noeline Kelly and Dunleary. I'll try and pick up the score there. Dunleary on 6. 7 ends played. I just can't see the score. I have to stand up, sorry. 11. Oops. 11 now for Crumlin. Changing of the board. Pick that up in a minute. So Crumlin are on 11. It looks like Dunleary are on, it's difficult for my eyes to pick up at times, 9. And they've played 8 ends. Sorry about all that grunting, and I'm leaning over and looking at, straining my eyes to see the far board. So that should be an update for you of all the scores. I'll just give you a quick transition across the scoreboard there. You can see the Robinson Cup, the Beard Cup, the Robinson Cup, Beard Cup and Smith Cup. There are the 2s, the 3s, the 4s, of course, are the rink numbers they're playing on. I hope they're up to date from what I've just told you, but the scores I just gave you are the most up to date scores. I'm just not sure whether what you're seeing on screen now is in fact what I just called out, because I called mine out from what the live scoring on the green itself. So now going back to camera 2. We see a ball coming in there, going into the ditch, or the beach, or the sand. There's many colloquial terms for that. So often, when you're standing up the head like that and one goes into the ditch, you often hear players or bowlers saying splash, or not just ditch, splash, or it might be sand, or it might be all sorts of things to represent the name of the ditch effectively. Now I'm giving most of my commentary as if the people watching are bowlers. So I suppose you're well aware of what these terms are. It's a good night out there. It's a little bit overcast. There's sun off to the far northwest, I think it is. Don't think it, yeah, north. Could be southwest. I'm in an odd position here. I understand that these rinks are running east-west, and in the past they would have been running north-south. In other words, the major play would have been north-south, and the east-west, from my memory of having played it, certainly wasn't anywhere near the good level that is at now. There's been a lot of work done on these greens by Paul Smith. He's looked after the transformation, really. Help with from a lot of people, of course, volunteers from the club. But Paul Smith has been in charge, and you can see him. He'll be coming into view soon. He's just bowled his last bowl by the looks of that end. He's heading up to he's got a white hat on, white cap. Coming into view very shortly. He's done a lot of work here. He's bowling out of Crumlin now. He spent a bit of time really in there he is there on the right hand side with the white cap. Walks with a limp, as you can see. He's putting on his jacket now down there. He's done tremendous work with this green, and all credit to him and his helpers. He's done that with probably less than a year. I think they started last winter to try and get this up to our scratch. Up to scratch for the championships, and what a marvellous job he has done. Certainly last year, before that work was done, you'd probably be running 10 seconds on these greens and throwing your hands up in despair as to where the bowl had gone and how far it ended up short or how wide it was. Or I tell you, I've played it many times in the 5 years I've been here. And this is a transformation. The screen has been transformed. And we're getting good reports about it. And that's full kudos to Paul Smith and his team. Now this is 6 ends, only 6 ends played. I'm certainly getting a little concerned. It's 10-8 on a Thursday night. The cloud cover is quite high and dark. There's a little bit of sun, as I say, the setting sun. I just feel maybe that the games probably should have started, or could have started half an hour earlier perhaps. So certainly the trial ends, start the trial ends 5:45, and by 6 o'clock you're away. But here, of course, we started trial ends at 6:30, and then we would have probably not got to be playing our first end until 7:15, and yet we're looking at 18 ends to be played before darkness settles on the green. And the nights I have been here, some games have really gone on well into 10:30, and they've had to turn the lights on. Their lights go on about 9 o'clock, 9:15, and that's when our coverage will be lost. This potentially is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to have our championships here. I'm not saying that it will never happen again, but probably few and far between, because there's probably a mad rush for presidency, and it's an honour to host the championships. Tremendous number of events and players. This is, in terms of the local bowling, it's the elite of the elite. You know, you want to be in the finals, you want to be in the championship week, semi-finals and finals, and you do your very best to get there. During the season, most games, certainly once the daylight becomes good, after daylight saving in particular, you start your games at 6:30. Prior to that, you're starting at 6 when the daylight loses at 9:30. But when the sun's in a daylight saving time here, you probably get daylight through to 10 o'clock, 10:30 in fact, probably. And I know we're approaching August, aren't we? 31st of July here, so sadly we might be seeing just one more month of summer. It's been a great summer, and that it must be a true thing if I'm prepared to say it's been a great summer. The weather here can be, or the climate should I say, can be a little bit, I wouldn't say unpredictable, because it is predictable. It's just that it's not always pleasant all day. There's a TV ad running at the moment here that it's I think it's for Chill Insurance or something like that, to Chill Insurance Brokers or whatever, and they said that there's a woman, I can't remember the name, but she said, you know, like, Mary's going to enjoy summer this year, all 41 minutes of it. That gives you an indication. And Mary doesn't see dark clouds or anything. They only doesn't see dark clouds or anything like that. She only sees silver linings. So an indication what the weather can be like, or the climate can be here. But this has been a beautiful summer, and I can't complain about it. It's maybe I'm just getting used to the climate here. It's taken at least 5 years before I could even say it's been a good summer. So hopefully the daylight will stay strong tonight, that the lights can come on a little bit later and we get a bit more coverage. So swapping cameras, I'm not sure if they've fixed them yet. Obviously they haven't, so we're going to have to stick with camera 2. So all we'll be seeing is the lead, and I'll report on what's happening at the head. So Kevin Daly to lead, playing with Thomas Smith and Paul Smith on the red stickered bowls. They've got 4 on the board, 4 all now after 7 ends. A close game that everybody would have thought that was going to be is certainly proving to be true at the moment. I'll just close that door. The door's been left open. I need to... I see I've got a walkie-talkie here. I'm going to try and attack... Can you hear me, Peter? Hello, Peter, can you hear me? Sorry about that. I was trying to contact the cameraman to see what's happening with that camera. Unfortunately, he set the camera up to focus on one end, and with the 2 cameras we were hoping to be able to have just a switch between the cameras on our system here. Unfortunately, it doesn't appear to be happening or being able to be, and at this stage I don't have sight of the head. If I stand up maybe I can get it. Yes, we can. I'm looking between people and around people, and I'll just move my chair back and see if I can get around a bit further. Okay, so Kevin Daly looks like he's bowling his second bowl. He's been out bowled in the first one. His bowl, red stickered, has gone 2-3 yards behind the jack. He's adjusted it that on his second, so he's now 2 feet behind the jack. But there is a bowl that's 1.25 foot, 1.5 foot closer with white stickers. That's John Leonard's bowl. That's bringing up, drawing down to the head now. Nice bowl here from John, just a foot short. So John holds 2. Kevin Daly looking to adjust his third bowl to get near the jack. Currently He's that 2 feet away. Looks like he's a little heavy if I were to judge it, and he certainly is. But perfect bowl. What do I know? It's he's knocked out the second shot that John Leonard had. So John Leonard now holds 1 for his teammates. And bowling is third and final bowl. Nicholas Smith is asking him to push it out a bit. Well, asking the bowl to move out. Reesby jack high, but out to the right as I look at it, left as the bowler would have seen it. So slightly undergreened. Paul Smith the bowl now. You see him on the mat up there. He's the greensman, or not the greensman, sorry, but he's the man that's done all the work on the screen, with helpers of course, but with volunteers. But he's led the project to get the screen in tip-top shape for this championship. He's bowled his bowl. He's looking at it. It's coming, and he's usually pretty well with his weight, as Paul. He's just nicked into John Leonard's shot bowl. And I'd say that John Leonard still has shot, but only just. Good first bowl from Paul. Walking up now is Paul's son Nicholas, or Nicky Smith. Nicky for short. I've tended to call him Nicholas pretty much since I've known him, and I did hear him comment at one stage that he preferred Nicholas, but that might have been he didn't say that to me. I overheard him say it to a member of our club that I was bowling with, and he's put that in a bit short, probably 2 feet. So yes, I tend to call him Nicholas now. He's in the program as Nicky. Nicky Smith's partner, of course, is Nicky Ryan, who is bowling again tonight. They always seem to be out there bowling and competing at the highest level. Yay. Now it looks like John Leonard, his bowl is close to the jack, if not touching it. I didn't see what happened to it, but I suspect, yes, I can see a bowl from Paul Smith there, probably knocked it. Yes, I can see the Paul Smith bowl on to the right. You won't see it, but I can see it now. To the left, as Paul would have seen it, he must have hit John's onto the jack from there. John was holding anyway. No camera one. Yeah, long time ago.
All right. No camera one.
What do you want to get, man? We'll do the...
Oh, must be fine, yeah.
We'll go to the set.
Okay.
I'll know that for tomorrow.
Yeah. I'll just close that door. Yep. Right, what's happening now on the head? Nicholas Smith with his foot giving Paul Smith an indication of jack high. Paul's let the ball go. It should be coming into my view soon. Here it comes. It's reasonably well pointed. It's going to be I thought it was going to be a bit wide, but in fact he's knocked up another white stickered ball, that of Nicholas Smith. So that can't be let's have a look at that. Is that a bad thing? Yeah, no, it is a bad thing, because Nicky Smith, or Nicholas Smith, is playing for Shane Leonard and John Leonard's team, so not good. That's 2 shots now, I would say, for the white stickered balls for Shane Leonard's team. Shane, looking at Shane's colour, he's gone white. He seems to be calling for a more upshot than it's only a draw, in my opinion. Forehand draw. make another one out of it, or get down to the two red bowls that you can't see, but the two red stickered bowls.
There we go.
He's coming in nicely. That's exactly what he's doing. He's getting down to there, and he's done very well on it. Oh, that's a nice bowl. That's a handy position. Covers it nicely. Covers the red stickered bowl of Kevin Daly for the opposition. Just hello. We've lost camera 2 now. Right, back to camera 1. Yeah, we've lost camera 2. Well, we've only got one camera working.
Yeah, I've already just went here.
Okay, so back to camera 1. Okay.
And that shouldn't go off anymore.
Okay. Okay, so apparently this camera that we're watching now not likely to go off again. There's Thomas's bowl, the red bowl, just whooshing past the head or through the head without touching anything. He's clearly looking to knock things up. He's got to be a bit careful there, because if he does, he might get that bowl squirting out to the right as he sees it from up at his end, and he would be probably down if it went out that way. Possibly down. Depends how far it went out. So Shane Leonard with his bowl on the forehand. Watching it, he seems to be. I have to work out his hand signals. Yes, I think when the fingers come in and out, they go form a fist and then go out straight, come back in and go out straight. I think that's probably an indication the ball's too quick, but maybe it's a question of him suggesting to the ball to slow down. I'm not sure. I'd have to have a word with him about that. So another red stickered ball. Oh, hello, it's been kicked onto the jack. Oh, wow. Who bowled that? Who bowled that? It was Shane's on the mat, so it must have been Thomas. Thomas has put up effectively a red stickered ball onto the jack, and I think he's holding. Shane Leonard changes hands. Coming down with his blue bowls, white sticker, misses everything. You can see what he's trying to do. Thomas heading up to the head. It's unfortunate you can't quite see I can see the jack just at the corner behind there of Lorcan Byrne. With his hands behind his back, and then you can see the Kevin Daly's calf, Achilles. Let's call it the calf. You can just see the jack just behind that. The red stickered ball is leaning against that. I don't think it's leaning against the white stickered ball of John Leonard, but he's coming up. Thomas is pushing up. Oh, didn't quite make any of those bowls. I don't quite know what would happen had he made them. I'm sure he would have kicked back probably to his red stickered ball again of Kevin Daly. I suspect that the red stickered ball is holding. Can't quite see it. I'm going to have to call this shot. Shane Leonard wipes his bowl, throws something onto the bank, and then with the cloth in the left hand and the bowl in the right, he bowls a backhand. With a little bit of overweight. Coming, they're calling for it. Oh, he's done it. He's definitely done it. That's a great shot. He's done it again. How many times have I seen that tonight? Out comes one, out comes two. Two white stickered balls, so he's turned probably a 1 shot down into a 2 shot up, so it's a 3 shot swing. Lovely bowl, lovely weighted bowl. Not played with any vengeance, just nicely draw up to the head, pops a foot through, so it brings about that movement. Gets a low 5 from his players. Seems to be the way these days, a bit more slap than a high 5 or low 5. Just keeps the players connected to each other in that sense, you know, mentally I'm talking. Seems to be the way. Now and again you hear a bit of shouting and go Shano or words to that effect. And it's a nice way really of keeping the team involved there. You do get other teams that are shouting at everything meters away from the head, the ball coming down, quite disruptive for other players on the rinks, on other rinks, on the mat, etc. Calling out across rinks, it's not the etiquette really to be used in bowls. So nice, gentle, keep to your own rink, support your players, call out to them by all means and encourage the ball coming down, but keep it to a level where you're not disrupting other rinks. It's a game of courtesy as much as anything else. Etiquette and courtesy needs to be employed. Now let's go back to the scoring then. I'll switch you over. Let's have a look. Hello, what have we got here? Okay, you've got two heads there happening. On the left there you've got Blackrock playing Crumlin. I'll give you the score of that. Crumlin on 14 points, Blackrock only on 6 after 10 ends. That's Stephen Flint about the bowl. You can see our rink to the right of that. You can see the 3 Blackrock players up there. On the left of the rink we're watching, Paul Smith at the back of our rink, Thomas up near the jack, and Shane next to Nicholas. So the bowl there looks as though Kevin Daly bowled his last bowl up there. No, it looks like, got to be careful here because we're watching the right hand side of that image you're watching now. Another low 5 to John Leonard from Shane. Just going to give you that score in the far rink. I think we're watching the ladies from Crumlin playing Dunleary. We are, so I'll just check that score. Crumlin and Dunleary. We've got the Crumlin team of Paula Russell, Mags McNevin, Sarah Kelly and Nolene Kelly. It's a mother and daughter combination there in that 4. And you've got Dunleary, Margaret Woods, Vivian Beattie, Rita Saunders and Gay Green. Now the score there is Crumlin on 11 and Dunleary on 13 after 10 ends. I don't believe there's probably anybody watching from New Zealand, but you would remember, if you are watching from New Zealand, then you'll remember Sarah Kelly being at Browns Bay for the Champion Champs. I think it was last year. Remember it rained in the final day. The greens were flooded for some time. Nolene Kelly was down there in support, and Sarah's husband and partner was down there as well. So you might have met them down there. The other game's quite close, and I'm just walking over to it now. That looks like Drew Logan and fighting off Anto Gray's team. Crumlin are on 6 and Dunleary on 8, so it looks like the Dunleary teams at the moment hold a very slender lead. And then we've got our game plus the Blackrock game to it and the Crumlin game, so it should be up to date. Sun's getting relatively low. I think there's probably only an hour left in that really before those lights go on. I can see why. Maybe a bit longer if we're lucky. Paul Smith looking at, he must have bowled his bowl. Yeah, it's a bit difficult, isn't it? You've got the action seems to be happening on the left hand side there with the Blackrock game, but where you can see Paul Smith now walking up with the white hat on. That's the game we're actually watching. The camera's picked up the jack for me, but I couldn't tell you who's holding there. I think the way that Shane is pointing suggests that they're looking to probably come off the white ball. No, he's calling it on the forehand, is he? Looks like he's going to call it on the forehand. Just trying to yes, he's on the forehand here. That's Nicholas Smith is on the forehand. He hasn't bowled his ball though, has he? No, he's bowled his ball now. So Shane must have asked for a draw. The weight looks like a draw. He's asking it to run now, and no, he drops from his knees. He was resting on his knees and then he dropped down, so that would suggest that didn't quite make it. Gets a hand slap to Nicholas. Can probably only be one down, but we'll soon find out. Thomas is down to have his bowl. Thomas, no, he's up at the head actually. So we must be looking at Paul Smith's bowl. Paul Smith thought he'd gone to head, but he's not up there. So here he is on the mat. You can't see him, but I can. Paul Smith about to bowl. You see the shadows on the rink there? That's probably 10 metres long from the hedge. Coming around, Paul coming around, getting in. He's going to do some. Oh, he's got a wave up, he's got a clap. Something happened there. They're very accurate with their bowlers here, you know. Paul, of course, has international experience for Ireland, and he's a wiry old character. Knows how to bowl a bowl and knows what to do with it, and knows what result will come about for any particular bowl that's been bowled. Not just his own actually, but sometimes when you can comment on other bowls, as we do, and generally he's right about what happens and what's going to happen. So looks like the camera's been adjusted. Get a better view of the head now. So Nicholas leaning over for Shane's bowl. Looks a bit short, looks a bit narrow. Certainly is. I don't think he's looking to block that, but that's got to be 2 yards short. Shane scratches his chin and ponders why, I'm sure.
No, you get a big fee from that.
So who's bowling next? Down comes Thomas Smith. Picks up his red bowl with the red sticker. Excuse me. My apologies there, I was caught by something affecting my throat there. And what stage are we at? Sorry, I've still got that tickle in my throat. Thomas Smith bowling up now with his red bowl, red sticker. My sight's just obscured. He's coming off that black bowl and sitting near the jack, but not quite on it. So I'm going to turn the sound down. I have to clear my throat and My apologies there. Just seem to have caught something in my throat there. No, I don't have clear vision of the head, although I do have the camera that you, the vision of the camera that you're seeing. You can see the jack, just a white speck, appears to be on or close to a black bowl. John Leonard pointing down to it. That suggests to me that they're down. I somehow think they're down. How many they're down will be determined, I guess, after Shane Leonard's bowl. The sun is quite strong now. You might see it there. You can see it's quite bright on the green beyond the shadow. And the caps have come out. The people are holding their hands up to their eyes and shielding themselves as they watch the bowls. Right, so Shane Leonard's pushed his bowl out. He's calling to it. Oh, he's hit something. He's definitely, he hit Nicholas Smith's bowl, white ball up. Thomas looks at the head. He must have one ball left, because now they're contemplating with Paul as to what shot's going to win that shot back, I presume. Yeah, Nicholas gives Shane a bit of a pat on the back, and so he must have produced a great shot there to get the shot from them. For them. There's so many balls around that head, or you can see the jack, as you say, the jack's been moved out. Remember, it was only a speckle next to the black ball, but now you can see it. You can see probably all of the jack now, or most of the jack. I'm pretty sure that it's been moved to the white bowl of Nicholas Smith. And now they've decided not to bowl. So Thomas comes down, they've decided not to bowl, so that would suggest that Thomas had shot there. So yes, they go to 5 after 9 ends, and Shane Leonard's team has got 6, so it's a very, very close game. You're halfway through, and they've been going probably just short of 2 hours. So if you put that, I know there were the trial ends, so they've been a little bit quicker than 2 hours, of course. If you added 2 hours to the time now, you'd be getting 20 past 10. So it's going to go to at least 10 o'clock. This game could probably maybe quarter past 10. I think we've probably only got about half an hour left of daylight before those lights come on. But the sun is bright out there, and it's still reasonably high in the sky. So it's fingers crossed that they keep the lights off tonight for a little bit longer. I'll try and give you an update on those scores as when it looks like the lights might be coming on. It's a little bit unfortunate there. Even looking out the window here, I'm starting to be blinded in terms of the score. I can go to the Black Rock score. Things look disastrous for Black Rock. Crumlin have gone to 19. And Black Rock remain on 6. That sun is fierce. 12 ends been played. Yeah, it's at 19-6, so Black Rock seem to be in trouble. I can tell you that's the team that we played at Black Rock in the quarterfinals, and if I remember correctly, we lost it on the last end. I don't think it was an extra end, but it was certainly Stephen Flynn played a blinder on that last end and probably threw out the game, but he picked up the shot that they needed, and I was left having to do a bit of firing, which sadly only just missed
would you like?
Yeah, both times when I tried it.
Portugal.
I suppose you can't do it.
But it was a
Only
combination.
3 times when I tried it this year. I played triple, so yes, 3 times. Had to go at the head,
Thank you. Yeah.
the jack, and
But anyway,
move a few balls, but didn't get the jack that I needed.
I couldn't understand.
So we would be that team, BlackRock team. Would be replacing the BlackRock team had we won that game. And
That's what we do.
I know every game's different, and every
We changed it.
team plays differently, I suppose. But to see that score at 19-6, you'd have to think that maybe we'd be getting a hiding as well. We'd hope not, of course. But so BlackRock in trouble in that game, definitely. You can see the shadows have really come on now. I'm going to try and switch the camera. There you go. We've got the camera back on. You've missed a bit of that end, I'm afraid, but it's my fault. From my perspective, it looks like Kevin Daly, the red stickered bowl, would be holding shot. What's the camera show me? I just can't. I can see the jack, but there's a black bowl there with a white sticker on it. It's sort of at the same level as Kevin Daly's. It might be one of those measure situations. I just can't see. You can see the long shadows that the bowls are casting now.
No. Everybody says it's really funny.
Is it on at the present time? It's on the fire stick. The project.
Who's holding out there, John?
Really?
Yeah.
It's meant to be.
They are, okay.
I didn't think. I always thought it was a bit of a 4 on top here.
He says they are. They've got 1. Okay, so that means Kevin Daly's bowl, the green bowl, which you probably can't see because the BlackRock player, Rory, is it?
But in this, he's
It's
human.
just obscuring that.
He's human.
Yes, I'm sorry about that, but that's just due to the camera angle. If they move around, you'll probably find you'll see the head soon. Now Shane's saying to, who's he pointing up to there? I can't even see the mat at this stage. Oh yeah, he's talking to Nicholas Smith, indicating the backhand,
Trying.
indicating a backhand shot to glance off Kevin Daly's bowl and take the jack. I think that seems to be the only way in. Well, not the only way in. No, he's on the forehand. I certainly misread his instructions there. Well weighted bowl here again from.
Michael, you would enjoy this tournament.
I can see the instruction now has come through on that. Come through on that forehand and sit
It would be a good enough sub.
on the outside or the jack side of the Kevin's bowl, the bowl that you can see on the right, which you can't really,
No,
because
we're
I'll
2
have to,
bowls. Aren't we 2 bowls?
No.
I'm going to have to talk to my man on the camera. You'll hear me talking to him, probably or calling him up, see if he... Can you hear me, Peter? No, look,
Yeah, go ahead.
can you drop the camera a few inches at least? Bit more, that's it, and can you move it to the, drop it a bit more and move it to the right? Down, move it down now. Ooh, that'll do. Okay, I think I've moved it to the right place. I just can't see that. Bit like you, I suppose, can't see the jack. And oh yeah, I can now. You see the jack came into view and go out of view. We now have, you can just see the edge of it. John Leonard's bowl. The white dish bowl would be holding that. Oh, the jack's. What's happening there? Oh yeah. Believe it or not, the camera. I have to stand up to see what's on the head now.
Don't worry, I got one.
Your camera's got a better view than me, because when I look out my window I can't see the jack, but you can see the jack just to the left of John Netter's white stickered bowl. Now the black bowl is sticking out, that'll be red stickered. I suspect that John's holding that. I mean, you can see from my angle you can't see the jack, but from the camera angle you can. And I'm just prepared to say that John Leonard's bowl is holding. I think Nicholas Smith bowled that ball to bring about that result. They were definitely one down. I'm just going to take a break to have a drink of water. Right, sorry about that. My throat is still giving me a tickle from time to time. Paul Smith with the red stickered ball coming into the head now. Given the weight he played, I suspect not. He was on the.
It's not a handicap, Tristan.
No.
He was on the forehand there. He must have been looking to pick up the jack somehow.
But one of the tennis ladies is working behind the bar one night. She said,
Shane Leonard,
Jerry Dunn comes in looking for a drink. I'm not
sure what he's saying, but I'll be backhanding. Backhanding.
So, what she's doing
Yes,
is
definitely backhanding.
and
I think I'd be
she's no
backhanding.
right to say she would deserve it.
To
Because
try and push through the black ball, or at least sit on it.
Yep.
I don't think I could damage the head with the shot. We're holding it, we're holding it, we're coming backhand and sit the black ball just by normal
at this stage he was 2 months
weighted shot, draw shot. Here comes Shane on that hand that I would have used.
and
I wouldn't have bowled as accurately as Shane, of
then
course,
we
but
realised it wasn't going away.
oh, he's so close. That was a great line. He's 2 feet a foot. Yeah, looks
And now he's getting, I think,
no more than 2 feet. He is short, but
so
I think that line would have been a successful line.
compensation, which he told me months ago, was 1 year's free
Thomas gone up to the head.
300
Let's have a switch, see if I can work this camera for you. I'm switching. Right, so here's Thomas, and hopefully I'll switch it back when that bowl is
for him.
down. See if I
50%
can upskill myself in camera work.
Instead of paying for a 5 it costs him 250. So 300 quid it costs 150.
There's people in the way there, but here it comes.
Just it.
So he's playing the backhand, forehand. So
You just need a break.
I suppose that's correct, but if he hits that blue ball of John Leonard's, then the black ball's going to go out of the head, and what will they?
So that was his
Yeah, I suppose they'd still be okay, wouldn't they? So
compensation.
not a bad option. Shane Leonard again on his forehand. In fact, before it wasn't Shane Leonard because it was a white ball, wasn't it? So it was Nicholas. So Shane's a little bit less than Nicholas there, I see. Yeah.
I wrote
Thomas, let's go back to see Thomas in action.
John O'Sullivan's sister on the board.
Thomas with the red ball, red stickered ball. There it is on its way. Swapping over now and waiting for it to come into view. Not yet. Here it comes. He's got a little bit wooded there by Shane's short ball.
I know
They're still having a chat, as you would, of course. And the two, Nicholas Smith talking to Shane Leonard, discussing the type of ball and calling it, having a chat to each other, bouncing off each other, of course, and working with it together well. Right, Shane's ball on the way. Thomas gets down on his Nicholas gets down on his haunches and has a look. He's hit the red ball, unfortunately, so he's looking to dead draw through there somehow. Would have been available, but I guess half a ball different. Half a ball out. Low fives given, and back up now to watch Nicholas's ball, sorry, Thomas's ball. Getting all confused at the moment. We're swapping cameras and swapping views. I'm getting mixed up with who I'm calling. There's quite a few Smiths in this game. Thomas playing this one. You can see him bowled now. I can change over about now. And we'll wait and see the result of Thomas's bowl. Gets wooded by one of John's. So I think that's and so yes, you see Shane pick up a bowl and attempt close up work to see what the result would have been had he got it right or been able to get through. I believe that will be one shot to Thomas and his team. That would make the score 6-all after 10. He's changing the board, changes it to 10 ends and moves his team up to, hello, wait a minute, I've got that wrong, have I?
You're in trouble when you have two like that, yeah.
Yeah, I've got that wrong. Surprisingly, I'm trying to understand what's happening now, but yes, so 7 shots now to Shane Leonard's team and 5 to the one of Thomas Smith. 2 shots in it, 10 ends played. Blackrock game has gone to 19-7 after 13. I'll see if I can get some scores on the other rinks. On the far rink that I'm looking at, I've got Dunleary playing the Dunleary woman, playing the Crumlin woman. Dunleary and Crumlin being the red stickered bowl. So looking at that, the red score is 13, the white score is 13, they've played 12 ends. That's all locked up. On the other one, where Drew Logan is playing Anto Gray and their teams, of course. I might have got that scoreboard wrong. The women's scoreboard might be further over. I just need to check that. Yes, I'm afraid. No, I've got that right. I think. Yeah, the ladies are playing on rink 2 and the men from Dunleary against Crumlin are playing on rink 3 and the scoreboard is obscured. So wait till Nikki Ryan is able to move. She's watching her the head of her game, of course. No, we'll have to look at that later. Yeah. No, the score is 7-5 on the game we're televising and 19-7 on the Blackrock Crumlin game. So there's only one score. It looks like it. I can see it now. 8-11. So that's Drew's team. They're on 8 and Blackrock on the red are on 11. And then the woman alongside them, that game is 13 all. Oh, sorry, 13-15. It looks like CYM and Crumlin. So Crumlin on 13 and CY on 15. CYM. So it looks like there's all very close games here, except that one on rink 6 where Blackrock is struggling at the moment to keep pace with Crumlin. Anybody's game on 4 of those rinks, and the 5th rink we know that Blackrock are going to have to focus up a bit more and bowl a bit more. Now let's have a look. They are in fact holding several around the head at this stage. Alan Geary just bowled that bowl for Blackrock and it stayed out wide. Went probably 2 yards past, 3 yards past. And you can see now that all of the Crumlin players on, I think it's John Byrne's side. He's listed as number 3 in the book, but I suspect he is in fact the skip. He's the skip, I'm sure. He's bowling with a little bit of weight, but it's not the whoosh that I thought he'd come. The bowl's drifted off to the right as I look at it, left as he would. And missed the head altogether. So I would suspect that BlackRock are holding 3 here. Alan Gary's let his bowl go. It's on its way down. Hello, we've got something wrong with the camera. See, I'm watching out the window. And before I know it, something goes wrong with the camera. I go back to there. The camera seems to be shifted around a bit. Okay, we're back looking at the, quite a few bowls have been bowled. It's amazing how, if you turn your back on a game, things can change. So here he's now, Byrne is playing with a lot of weight, and he's missed it. He went through with a firing, and it looks like BlackRock have gone to pick up 3 here. 1, 2, 3. So that would get BlackRock up to 10 after 14 ends. They're 9 behind. Could this be the late charge that BlackRock are doing? I'll keep you posted on that one. The other games, as I say, are close. It's not too we might. I can see the lights be turned on soon. Just when things look to be getting exciting. A lot of the games there, they have been exciting all the way through. But this game here you're watching, I think we picked a good one, don't you? It's 7-5 after 10 ends. You couldn't at all, I don't believe anyway, pick a winner. If you've laid your bets on who's going to win that game, when the score is only 7-5 after 10 ends, you're a better gambling man than I am, or wagering man than I am. Gunga Din. I couldn't pick it. I won't even suggest who might be perceived as the better team on paper. I know paper means nothing when it comes to bowls. It's the bowl in the hand and the bowl delivered and the shot scored that count, not names on a piece of paper. No matter how good those names are in terms of handicaps or international standings, etc., etc. Comes down to who plays well on the day. Right, you can see Nicholas Smith's bowl with the white ball coming down. He's cut it a little left, a little right as we watch it, sorry, a little right, and it's gone right past, over almost to the ditch, so he must have been trying to no, why? Have you put oh yeah, I am at the moment. Yeah, I think I am. Okay, that's good news. I've just heard from the club captain who has some electrical knowledge. It sounds like the fuses have been switched around, the lights have gone on, and I hope we're still, looks as though we're still giving coverage. I haven't checked the phone. If I were to go on to the website and see, otherwise I'm talking to myself, aren't I? But looks like we're going to stay on. That would be marvellous if that is that in fact the case. You'll get to see the outcome of this game unless daylight robs us of seeing it. Just struggling here to get my phone out now. This so happens, as you know, with zips, you get caught up in the weatherproofing. Before you know it, you can't open your... At this stage, I've got my jacket upside down, have I? Right, let's have a look. I've got my phone out and I'll check to see whether in fact we're still live broadcasting on that website. If we are, we'll be delighted, because it means we'll see the end of these games.
You never think he's going to like a fire. He's been up done all the time.
Looking at a live game. You probably could hear me. So yes, it's fantastic news. I can assure you at the moment, if things stay like they are, we're going to see the end of this game. And this will hopefully bode well when it comes to the finals.
tell me now.
Somebody probably, it won't be me, well I'll be in one of the finals, so I'm in the Milan on Saturday with Helen Cummins.
Come on, Stephen. Come on, Stephen.
Come on, Stephen.
Oh, he pulled it.
Oh, wow.
Did he pull it what?
Okay, looks like the measuring, I've been trying to work out the phone and making sure that we are getting coverage.
Well,
Sorry, they aren't measuring. I was looking at the other game. The umpire was called to that game between CYM and Crumlin. That's the ladies' game. I can tell you in a minute what the score is on that. Uh, 13-14. So I think CYM have gone to 14. If I remember the reds and whites correctly. 13-14 on that. No, 13. My eyes deceive me. 13-16 after 13 ends. After, sorry about that again, 15 ends. Yes, so 13-16 after 15 ends. Just check my card here. That's CYM Crumlin. And yes, I'm correct. CYM have gone to a 16 shot against Crumlin's 13.
all members of the team. You cannot be short. So far,
That's a fours match. Very close game.
nothing here. No. Being nice and sexy now is nothing to do with it.
I thought you were talking about leaving Blackbird in there earlier on.
No, no.
The ladies
not-
match
not-
on
Yeah.
rink number 2, Crumlin playing Dundleary. That's a 13-14 to Crumlin, is it? I have to see the board again on that one. So I didn't see down there as to who got shot and what. Sun is slowly sinking in the sky there. The lights have gone on, but we're still broadcasting. So fair dues to whoever managed to work that out. I think it was Ken Whelan. He's done the work, or ensured anyway. Maybe no work was involved, but ensured that we can maintain power in this cabin where we're broadcasting from. So we have 9-5 now. I'll just switch cameras. And looks like we're not.
Good line.
Peter, can you put up camera 1 to see the jack? Crumlin have called for a short end.
Okay, don't do that now.
Shortest end. John Leonard bowling first. Gets close to the jack. White bowl, sorry, blue bowl with a white sticker. Kevin Daly to bowl next with his green bowls. What's the jack all right? Could we maybe zoom out or
Zoom out.
drop it down? Need to drop it down. Zoom out. Zoom out a bit more. That'll do. That'll do. Sorry, I'm talking to my cameraman at the same time as keeping the mic on here. I wish I had a little button on the mic to turn it off. The only method I've got to turn off the mic here is to... Oh, I could push the button, couldn't I? Sorry about that. I'm a dreamer at times, aren't I? I'll push, but one of the problems is which mic. There's so many buttons on this Black Magic, I'll probably push the wrong one. So I'm sure you don't mind me talking to cameraman while the game is on. So John Leonard to play his third ball. He's got 2 on the head already, 2 near the jack. Now they're talking to it, get up, they say, get up. And he's left it, well, I'll be kind and say 2 feet, but it looks more like 3, doesn't it? but it is pretty close to the centre line, so it might stop any firing, which we haven't really seen. As I suggested to you, there were members of both teams that can fire with a lot of speed and strength. We haven't seen it tonight. I haven't even heard it around the rinks. There's nothing going on in the other rinks in terms of firing that I've heard. An upshot more, a little bit more strength, but never full-blooded firing. That hasn't happened tonight that I can see. You can see that Kevin's Daly's last ball there could well, it's jack high pretty much, and it could well be counting, could well be the shot. Nicholas Smith on the forehand, coming down. I should switch cameras, shouldn't I, for you, but I'll show you next time. Sorry about that, I'll have to switch cameras and see how it works. He's gone past. I'll just go back to camera 2 and see if we can see the mat. Just waiting now for, you see Paul Smith walking up to the head. I'm going to have a quick flush of my throat. Hopefully you won't hear me swallow there, but I apologise if you can. Just not used to talking so much, believe it or not. Right, Paul Smith, what have I got there? You can just see him there with John Byrne, over John Byrne's shoulder. I think that's John Byrne. So here comes Paul. I'm going to switch to camera 1 now. And you'll come into view very shortly. Well weighted. That's the shot. Paul Smith dropping down. Not quite. Thought that was going to drop and kick the jack, but it hasn't. But it's certainly shot. Potentially 2 to the red stick and bowls. And those things are actually happening on the Black Rock rink. The 15 ends have gone, and it's 19 now to Crumlin and 13 to Black Rock. Black Rock with the jack in hand. Paul Smith now. I'll just take you back to Paul Smith. Paul Smith on the ring, on the mat. Forehand shot. He bowls it. I'm going to swing you into there. Here he comes again. He's a bit over, but like I said, he's a bit over, and he's gone from holding 1 to potentially being 1 down. Yeah. Only potentially, because looking out the window, the black ball. No, I think it's the white ball of Nicholas Smith. Can't quite see that now. They're moving the camera around me. Excuse me. Nicholas Smith bowled his bowl. Did he come into the head? Looked like it stayed wide. Looks like it went long. I can't see it in the view, but I'm going back to Paul Smith now. Paul Smith with his final bowl. His final bowl for this end. And I'm going to switch over now. It's on its way. Getting into the head. Remember. Oh, can you believe it? They were holding 1. Paul played his second bowl, probably 2 feet overweighted, certainly 1 foot overweighted, but I'd say 2. It's moved the jack out to probably give Paul Nicholas Smith the shot. Now, and you can see that Paul Smith's third ball is right near the jack, but it's still not counting, I don't believe. Back to Shane Leonard on the backhand with his blue bowls. See it come in, they're saying hurry. Looks like it's going to fall into Paul's trap there. Not quite. Didn't quite make Paul's black bowls. I think you'll find that Thomas is, instead of dead drawing, it's quite common here, that I've noticed anyway, that there is a propensity to knock bowls up if rather than dead draw, and I suspect that's due to the slowness of the greens.
Come on, Rory.
In other words, it's quite hard to get a precise bowl, I think, on a slow green. That's my view. I think it's easier to get precise bowl on fast greens. It's just my preference, or it certainly is my what I'm used to from my days in New Zealand. Now he's not. This didn't work really well for Thomas there. Just check my colours again. I don't think this worked very well there, unfortunately. Thomas has knocked in a white stickered bowl. That's Shane Leonard's first bowl by the looks. Yep, Shane Leonard's first bowl, which, as you know, was short by a couple at least, a couple of feet in the yard, and now he's holding shot. So I haven't shown you, didn't change cameras there. So what's Shane got to say about this bowl? It's heavy. You wouldn't believe it, but he's got Thomas's red stickered bowl, and still holding one, I'd say, but it's like almost those, you know, I wouldn't say they're deliberately helping each other out, because I know they're not. I mean, Shane was looking to dead draw, I guess, and knocked up Thomas's bowl, and as you know, Thomas was looking to probably dead draw, and he knocked up Shane's bowl, so it's almost tit for tat in an opposite sense. So both bowlers unlucky. They were probably half a bowl or a bowl offline, and they've ended up almost giving each other shots. So you can see the blue bowl there. So Thomas, I'll just try and quickly get you back to him. Here's his bowl. Red ball, red sticker coming into the head. I can't. He's just missed the three balls from Paul Smith. Slid off one of them, I think. I think you'll find Shane's got one. Shane's got one ball, and Thomas has got one ball left. I still believe that Thomas looks to be trying to knock up one of Paul Smith's three balls that are close to the head. Right, here comes Shane.
We didn't mind that again.
Here he comes.
No, there was,
You soon see it coming to view. He doesn't want. I don't think he wants to hit
you
it.
named the town in Ireland.
You hear the words of hurry, hurry, and
Now in the Republic.
2 feet short. That's probably 2 feet.
Come on, I'm looking for right in the ball there.
It's supposed to be head of court. A bit dangerous had he
Now in the Republic.
blue ball too much, but there's only clearly draw waiting there, so when you can draw a bowl as well as Shane Leonard can, you don't have too many worries about playing it too heavy and causing damage.
Like Black Rock, you know. There's three of them.
Sorry, I missed Paul's shot.
There's two.
I'm obscured on the head. I can see the jack, so if that moves, I'll let you know. Yes, it does. Oh, you must have seen it there on the big screen. And he's moved that ball to a white ball. I saw a red ball stick it there as well. I think that's a shot to Shane Leonard's team. I'll find out in a moment, but I guess 1 down to 1 down is not too bad a situation. 12 ends played. Up goes a shot to Shane Leonard's team. That means it's 10-5 now after 12 ends. So the gap is opening. The sun is really streaming into my window, and I'm struggling to see some of those scores. It's 19-13 to Crumlin against Blackrock after 15 ends. Destined that up there, so the skips are coming down. So we're at the skip stage. I'll see if I can see out the window what I'm looking at in terms of jack. I can't see where the jack is, I'm afraid. The balls are all over the place, but they're all on pretty much the center, they're close to it. So just not really sure where that jack is. I'll have to let you know.
Only thing that's 21 ends.
That's my cushion on my chair. Sorry if you hear a bit of noise going on. My chair's slightly low for my stature and the height of the window, and all those combined see me having to lean forward a bit and poke my head up.
I don't think it's amazing.
Now the black, where are we now? Okay, looks like Kevin is bowling, so if I switch back to... I might have a problem with the camera, is it? Battery on the camera. Flashing. I'm sorry again, the comments, if there are any, they aren't showing up. They haven't been set up for me and I don't have the knowledge of how to bring those up. I'm not actually on YouTube looking at comments. I'm on a local computer with this magic box called Black Magic Design, feeding into the computer showing me what broadcasting. Looks like John Lennon's bowls ended up short. Let's see if I switch to camera 1 and see. I can't, that's not set up for us. Okay, back to camera 2, which shows us the long view. It's a lovely sunset developing out there. Lovely oranges and yellows and pinkish hues coming through. There's dark, not darkness, but there's no shadow now on the green. Not even no shadows from the players or the bowls. If they are shadows, they're very, very faint. I expect them to be quite long with the sun as precious and it is. So in terms of the sunshine onto the green, it's gone. The lights are on. And no shadow, so I'm not sure if it's getting chilly out there. It's been a lovely temperature today in the 20s. 24 perhaps.
Keep it going.
It's been a little bit humid. It's been warm enough, put it that way. I'm not sure the exact temperature. I don't have my phone with me to check on the temperatures. But I'm in my cabin with just a t-shirt on, my playing t-shirt on, and my iron t-shirt, that is, playing shirt, and that's unusual for me not to have a jersey on. I like coating, you know, of a long sleeve, so it's warm enough. I'm enjoying it, and I'm enjoying the bowling. I get to see all the games all at once, so to speak, but I concentrate probably on the one bowl, on the one that we're live streaming. I think the camera is giving us battery problems, so I better, you'll hear me speaking to my cameraman. Hello Peter, looks like your camera might be reducing its battery strength. It's flashing red on the screen here.
Okay, I'm going to have to change the battery. I'm just wondering with the phone out to this end is finished and you'll switch to Fergus.
Roger that.
Hold on. Good start there.
So you got 45 minutes. So I think two of them.
Yeah, looking down you see Nicholas Smith's bowl, the white bowl going down. He's bowled it nicely by the looks of it, brought it over to his other white bowl, I would say. Two fabulous bowls from Nicholas Smith.
I think so. It's a good shoot to go.
What the rest of them, see a Kevin Daly green bowl there. Short of the white ones, that was obviously there before Nicholas bowled his bowl. So black bowl going down now, that would be Paul Smith. It looks like he's slightly narrow, going to hit Kevin Daly's bowl up. Don't think he did up enough there. Seems probably a bowl narrow, possibly two bowls narrow, but certainly one.
What we do, Kevin, instead of role playing the goal, we can switch to Fergus and switches the focus towards the
All done, okay. Let's just talk to the cameraman. You can see a little flash. I don't know if it's broadcasting, but there's on my screen I can see a flash of red. Probably indicates, well, it either indicates one of two things to my mind. It's either the battery going flat or reducing in life, or it might simply be the red flash of I'm recording.
Go on, and
I just
yes, well done.
used it before. It's just a case of it's an indication that it's been recorded, but usually that's associated with an REC word and REC abbreviation too, isn't it? But anyway, let's have a look. I see things on the head there. I'm going to quickly transition across, hopefully not lose too much. Transitioning across to the score
Special.
and checking that 1914. That's got very close. 16 ends played, 2 into play. 1914 to Crumlin against Blackwood. That would be in Sixsmith. In Darcy's team against Gary, but I think that's in fact John Byrne that skips that. That's showing 1913. Well, it's now 1914 after 16 ends. So the scoreboard's not quite up to date. In the ladies one, Dunleary against Crumlin, that score appears to be 16 to Dunleary, I think, and 13 to Crumlin. Now let's check that out. I might have those back to the front. Dunleary are right, actually, so Dunleary are 13 and Crumlin have gone to the front 16 after 15 ends. The rink next to that, it's showing 9. I think that's Drew Logan's rink against. So that's showing 9-14. That would say Crumlin are 9 and Dunleary are 14 after 13 ends. In the ladies' game, CYM playing Crumlin. The umpire is down there measuring for them. Crumlin are on 14 shots and Dunleary, Crumlin are on, Crumlin are on 14 shots and CYM are on 16. However, the umpire is down measuring and he pushes out a white ball. I can't see at all. Oh, hello, we could be having a drawn end there. Let's have a look. 15, 16, that must be. Oh, they've changed the ends. Yeah, okay. If I understand that game correctly, Crumlin have gone to 15 shots, 17 ends have been played, and Dunleary on 16. Jennifer Heed is down to play. That's Jennifer. Yes, that's Jennifer, I'm sure. Playing, she's leading, but it looks like, doesn't look like Amy or certainly not Nicky Ryan, so I don't think it's Alison. Sorry, I'm trying to determine who's bowling. I think it's Jennifer Heed bowling for Crumlin in the lead position. She's got the mat. They're on the last end, obviously, and they're one shot behind Crumlin. Crumlin are one shot behind CYM. Back to our game. Shane Leonard bowling on the backhand, staying out wide, as that hand would tend to do. If you did come back reasonably well, didn't come back to the centre line though. Looks perhaps the jack might have moved off the centre line. There's a lot of calling going on point 6 by Crumlin, asking the ball to hold, and it did. Now it looks like there's a lot of clipping going on. This will be a shot. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up. They've lost the camera. Just camera gone. So we're now stuck. I'm sorry about that. I'll go to camera 2 and 1 and see what's happening.
We're moving.
This one's done already.
Right, we've transitioned back to another camera. I don't know where it's focused. Oops. Right, you've got it focused on the Black Rock game. You actually swing it across to your right to pick up the Crumlin game, or actually bring it back if you can to the end. Okay, so that's on the Crumlin game, Black Rock game. You've got it focused. You've got it on rink 6, not rink 5, but it's coming down here now anyway. Some of the games are very close. Most of them. Right, so what's he doing? He's bringing it down. That's it. But he needs to zoom out, I would say. Yep, that's it. Oh, that's good. Tell him that's good. Okay, we've had a switch of camera. Camera battery had gone out. Let's have a look at camera 2. Okay, so sorry about the switching, but camera 1, Thomas Smith on giving Jack high to Kevin Daly, and he responded reasonably well, just the ball stayed out a little bit. Sean Leonard now bowling. His second bowl, first bowl probably 2 yards short. First ball, second ball's got a lot of pace on it. Going to go, always clipped the zone and went past Kevin's. So it slowed down in its tracks. It probably would have been 2 yards at least over. It's ended up about a yard over. Just looking at that black game. Scorecard is, scoreboard is obscured at the moment, but I think it's, let's have a look. Looks like Black Rock were actually 19-15, last end. 19 to Crumlin, 15 to Black Rock, last end. So Black Rock have made up a tremendous amount of ground, but they still find themselves 4 shots short, and needing 4 shots to force at that extra end. In our game, it certainly looks as though Shane Leonard and his team pulling away. It's 13-5 after 13 ends, 5 ends to play there. The gap being 8 shots, not insurmountable or insurpassable, insurmountable I suppose, but it's not, given you can score each end. The trouble is, so far that team has only scored 5 shots in 13 ends, so to hopefully score 8 shots in the remaining 5 ends, there could be a little bit of a mismatch there, or a little bit of a certainly a lot of concentration required now to improve your own drawing ability to pick up 8 shots when you've only picked up 5 in the whole game, but not impossible. Now that other end, that other game we're really interested in is the 15-16 CYM in front of Crumlin. CYM in front of Crumlin by 1 shot playing the last end. Nikki Ryan giving up to pick up the ball. She's down to be 2, but I suspect she's...
No, there's 3.
She could be playing 3 in this game. Oh, must be playing 3, yeah. She'll be playing 3. Looks like Amy Carruth is skipping it. So
Yeah, I just want to check that the other ones are charging.
What have we got here?
I'm not 100% sure the order of which players have been put. So some of the players seem to be out of... That's just my thinking, I think. Black Rock on the last end, thank goodness. It looks like we are going to see it's only 9:15 now. We're down to 1 camera. So we're now focused on that game we've been watching all night. It's on the 13th end, so there's a bit of 2 more ends of that to go. But the other one, the 4s match, Black Rock. Black Rock 4 shots in it. Currently Black Rock holding probably only 1. They need 4 to make a fight of it, extra end. In the meantime, Nicholas Smith has gone up to collect his ball on the mat and will be playing. I'll try and keep you posted on both games there. I also want to watch that ladies game with the CYM and Crumlin, because there's only one shot in that as well, and they're on the last end. So exciting times here. Sorry you couldn't have been down here to watch all this live. There's plenty going on and we're only focusing on that one game, trying to give you a bit of information on the rest. So Blackrock looks like their two is playing. His first ball went past the head, and the second ball's going to do the same. Well, I know. What do I know? Nothing. That's Jack High. And it gives them two shots, they need four for him. They need four to force an extra end. We're halfway there with that now. And Walkenburn, he's bowling his green ball up for Crumlin. John Byrne having a look at it, he's gone here heavy, yeah, well, only just, probably a yard, over a yard and a half. Now the threes are going up, Stephen Flynn for Blackrock. Glenn Darcy for, I believe it was Glenn Darcy anyway, if I recognise people correctly. He'll go up for Crumlin, but so far Blackrock holding two. They need four to force an extra end. You can see on the head that we're watching our game. I have to report it. Oh, you can see the black now. Oh yes, see Paul Smith's black ball, red sticker came through, took the jack. I don't think he helped it. I don't know what the situation was before that.
No, that one is
It's potentially two wide bowls of Smith.
one of the charger.
Maybe not. It could be one down.
But in any case,
There's a lot of work, there's a lot of noise going on there. And that's Crumlin.
you know how it works.
Crumlin have done something in the ladies' match against CY. Crumlin one shot behind. Crumlin on the last end. Behind CYM on the last end, and there's people in my way through the window, but it looks like Nicky Ryan, I think, delivered a superb bowl. I think that's the case. I can see the jack now. White coloured bowl. Yes, white coloured bowl. Sorry, a white stickered bowl. Two of them are on the jack. So that would suggest a win is about to be imminent, or is imminent, unless the CY person. I'm not sure. I haven't got my list here in front of me now. She's just bowled her last bowl. If you hear a roar from CY, I can't see what's happening here. Let's have a look. They'll call me. They'll tell me.
Sorry.
No, it's missed by the looks. It's missed. They're shaking hands, and if I can see that, yes, I can see the jack. Where is it? Can't quite get a glimpse of that jack, but I would suggest that Crumlin have stolen that on the very last end, on the very last bowl from Amy Carruth. It must have been. Not Nicky Ryan, because that was the last bowl. I wish I'd seen that again. It was just happening in the corner of my eye. But the shouts from Crumlin suggested that whatever bowl, it must have been Amy Carruth bowling that ball. I'm sure she skipped it there. All up there, four of them having a great old hug and celebration. They've made it to the finals. Yes, it was Amy Carruth with her last bowl. Picked up the jack. I'm sure they were down. They picked up the jack, made two of it, and that gave them the win by one shot at least. And this game here that I'm watching, I think it's Ian Darcy bowling now. I can't see the head. I can't see the jack. You can see the players. No, don't think he made it. I tried to sneak a view. There's a white stickered bowl in amongst the red stickered bowls. Looks like there's 3 red stickered bowls. So who's holding that? Yes, red sticker bowl holding, but there's a white sticker bowl that must be third shot, I'd say. So if they can get rid of that, BlackRock have a chance. So Alan Gary bowled his bowl, looks a bit wide to me. It would have to swing from there, and I don't think it will. He's got one more bowl to rectify that. Didn't swing in enough, stayed out. Actually probably overweighted it. In the end it was probably only a foot or two off centre line. And that's where he needs to be. But if he can play a shot down and get rid of the white stickered bowl of Crumlin, then we'd be seeing an extra end. Now what else can we look across there? Dunleary. It's become a bit dark for me out there looking through the window, which isn't exactly the cleanest. Now John Burns put his, looks like he's gone for a blockaroo. It's not impossible for Alan now to take that blue white stickered bowl out and make it 4 for his team. Currently are holding, I would say, 2. They need 4 to force a draw, and Alan Gary has 1 bowl to do it with. John Byrne has 1 more bowl to put right what Alan Gary might do. So Alan's bowled down. He's clearly bowled narrow. He's got to negotiate. Oh, he's staying out. He's staying out. And missed it. So that means a win to Crumlin. Shaking hands. Crumlin win again. But only just. What a great comeback that was from BlackRock. Came down to the last end. They needed 4, but they made a good fist of it by having 2 on the head. There's only 1 white stickered bowl in the head, so that definitely could have been an upset. Well, perhaps not an upset, but a valiant comeback. So just going through that there, if I can find it correctly, that's Connor Turner, Lorcan Byrne, John Byrne and Ian Darcy are through to the finals of the ILB Senior 4s. That's the top of the range 4s. It's called the 6 Smith. The other men's 4s is for the over 55s. They call that the O'Leary. So it's like bets. So when they come, Lorcan's come in. Looks like they had a good win. Came down to the last end. Could have gone anywhere, but they held on to win that into the final. We've just entered into the dressing room or the cabin that we're broadcasting from, so hopefully you won't hear anything untoward. I know they're going to be very happy and they'll be celebrating somewhere, hopefully not quite yet. Just a couple of games left to be finished. This Crumlin game, though we've only gone on to the... So again, please.
I think the other camera might be okay. If you just check it there and let us know.
Yeah, it's okay. It's out of focus. Focused on rink 5. Out of focus. Well, it's still out of focus there and quite low. You need to lift it up. Yeah, it's still out of focus there, Peter.
Say again?
The camera's out of focus and needs to be lifted up a bit. Okay, you've got the top of the hedge there. You need to come down. You've got the rooftops of the buildings. Yeah, bring it down. Zoom it out a little for me. Zoom it out. and shift it a little to the right. And shift it to the right and bring it down. That's right. And now bring it down a little. Show the jack. Yep. Yep. Fraction to the right, maybe. Okay, that'll do. Right, we're down to 14 ends now. We've had 14 ends in the Crumlin match. And Shane Leonard's trio 14 and Thomas Smith's 5.
No, it's just people. They will
So the match is starting to slip away from Thomas and his team.
all you need in that one is to rock,
Over in the match between Crumlin ladies and the Dunleary ladies, it's 19 to Dunleary and 13 to Crumlin. They're on the last end.
That's how you're getting such great shots. But the people who were taking pictures, you wouldn't get them. Like the cans.
I've got that wrong. Typical.
The cans, you're getting the correction.
Let's have a look. Vivian.
You know,
Yeah, I've got that wrong. Sorry. Dunleary 13 and Crumlin 19. They've pulled away, so it's last end. 6 required to force an extra end, and looks like there's only a few balls left. Just confirming that in the ILB Senior Fours Robinson Cup. Crumlin are leading 19-13 last end. In the men's triples, we have Crumlin on, it looks to be 9, 14 ends played, Dunleary on 16. Back to our match. See the head up there. It looks like possibly a blue bowl, John Leonard blue bowl, but Paul Smith bowl going down now. Looks a bit narrow. Runs into, I think, Kevin Daly's bowl. No, possibly John Leonard's. Colour of that bowl. It could be a black one of Paul Smith, might be one of Paul Smith's earlier bowls. No, it's gone well past, well past. It must have been a heavier shot, so suspecting that. I apologise, something's happening I'm not unaware of. I feel the door has now been opened and I can feel the chill coming through, so it's been a little chilly outside now. The sun is set. We're looking at 25 past, 27 minutes past 9 at night. Not sure who's holding up there. The margin is 9 shots though, so something better happens soon, or needs to happen soon, should I say, not necessarily better. Needs to happen soon for Paul Smith, Thomas Smith and Kevin Daly. Otherwise, Shane Leonard's trio is going to go into the finals.
my phone is inside.
Thomas Smith with his red ball going up through the middle, suggesting he might be down, but he's been wooded on his way through. Stops probably a yard or 2 short of the jack. With the weight he played then would suggest that he was down on the head. Shane, on the other hand, is playing his backhand, probably designed to come up behind Nicholas's bowls, he's punted one of them in. I still can't tell who's holding, but judging by the weight that Thomas is playing, they must be down. Thomas must be down. He's playing to move the jack, I believe. No, he's missed it again and gone up to the 2 metre mark. Looks like the game over there between the ladies has finished, and hopefully I haven't put you wrong in the past, but Crumlin have won that one. So that's Paula Russell, Mags McNevin, Sarah Kelly and Nolene Kelly have gone into the final 19 shots to 13 by the looks of it, although I haven't counted the last end. It's not showing up there, so they have won. That's all that matters when it's get into the finals time. Doesn't really matter how, it just matters by how many. We still have 2 games being played. One of them on the 16th end, the other is on the 15th end. The one we're televising on the 15th end. Shot difference 9. And the other game between Dunleary and Crumlin, margin is 5. And I think it looks to me, if I get this right, this time I have got it right. Dunleary are in front on that one by 5 shots by the looks. And we're playing, I think, the 16th end. The scoreboard's twisted a little bit for me. It's a little bit dark out there for my eyes, and so now we've had movement again. Thomas has come up and hit Nicholas's bowl. It's taken the jack with it.